Hello, this MPP user guide video is intended to give you a better understanding of the filters available to you in the MPP. So let's take a look at those filters. So here's the list of filters, and as I scroll down this list, you'll see that there are quite a few of them. It might seem like a daunting list, but it's very manageable. You just have to understand the naming convention. And you might also notice that most of these filters have to do with system classification, piping systems, or duct systems. And that's because there is one filter for each duct system, each piping system, and each system classification in the project. So let's just look at one of these. Let's take this first one, M_data device - not mechanical. So at first glance that may just appear to be gibberish to you, but it will make sense once you look into what the filter is doing. So the M underscore part, that is just organizing these filters in the MPP so that if you do use this in a shared model, these filters will be grouped together, and all of the other filters that any other disciplines may be using will be in some separate area. The second part that says data device here, this is actually the category the filter is looking at. So if we go to categories here, we'll see that data device is checked and nothing else is. So this is just the category. - not mechanical. Now that might seem odd, but it's trying to describe the filter rules. So if we see over here in the filters, it's filtering by family name, does not contain, that's where the not portion comes in, and mechanical. So this mechanical is telling you the value. So this is searching for any data device category family that does not have mechanical in the family name. So using that same logic, we can go to the next one on this list, M duct size diameter less than 48. So that's right here. And M underscore, so it's just telling us it's a MPP filter. Duct size, so we expect it to be looking at ducts, and here it shows it's looking at duct placeholder, ducts, flex ducts. Diameter less than 48 inches. So it should be looking at diameter, and it should be filtering by less than 48. And we look up here, filter rules, filter by diameter is less than 48. So you can use that same naming nomenclature for any filter you decide to add, and it also helps you decipher what other filters are available in this project. So let's look at piping systems. Let's just look at a random one here, and we'll go with natural gas. We would expect, because it's a piping system, to be looking at pipes, and sure enough, it is looking at pipes. And it has to be filtering by something that has to do with natural gas, and it is searching or filtering by system abbreviation equals G. So G is the system abbreviation for natural gas. So that would make sense. All of the other piping systems follow the same nomenclature, as do the duct systems. The system classification filters follow the same type of rules. They just look at different elements. So M underscore system classification domestic cold water, this looks at a bunch of different elements because a lot of different elements in the model could be associated with a certain system. So domestic cold water would tell us that it's filtering by a certain classification. So we look up here, filtered by system classification, contains domestic cold water. So that makes sense. So that's one difference between the system classification and the system filters. The system's filter rules have to do with system abbreviation. The system classification filter rules have to do with system classification. So similarly, the system classification .NOT filters look for those same categories, but they are now filtering by system classification that does not contain a certain value. System name works the same way. Looks at a lot of different components, filtering by system name. This one, because it's a NOT, is searching for does not contain SD. So this system name is filtering by system abbreviation. Workset filters we have set up. Section filters. These are used to turn on and off the two large sections that are available, sections that are used in project setup. And we also have a couple duct size filters. These ones we use for indicating large ducts on fire protection drawings, just so the contractor or whoever is looking at the drawings understands that a large obstacle is in the way and may require a sprinkler head underneath it. So those are your filters. Let's take a look now at some views and see what filters they are using. So I'll just open up let's go to a construction document, floor plan. Let's look at a fire protection view. So we'll look at the view filters for this particular view, and we'll see there's not too many applied. So here are your filters for this view. M_sections-working. This is turning off all the sections that have a family type name called working, and these sections are used on only working plans, so we want those turned off. M_mechanical equipment -not fire protection system classification is selecting all mechanical equipment, and then it's looking at all those pieces of mechanical equipment that are not fire protection system classification, and it's turning those on. M_piping system -not fire protection. This is looking at all different pipes that are not associated with the fire protection classification, and it's turning those off. Now these two duct size filters are turning off any duct that is less than 48 inches wide or less than 48 inches in diameter, which would make sense because we want to show those large ducts on this plan.